We think it's a great event. Mental health issue is something that can affect everyone, right? In Singapore itself, 1 in 10 Singaporeans will face a mental health issue in their lifetime. So of course it's quite a significant problem for us, and we do want to build a more inclusive culture where persons with mental health issues are supported by the community. They are also more willing to disclose the condition and seek the help that they need to get. What I'm very heartened to see is that some of them actually are asking very insightful questions. They are really curious to find out what is the main issue. Are we trying to tackle more co-workers' perception or attitudes? So they're asking the right questions, and I really think that that's a great start.
Today, what stood out for me, and in fact from all the teams, have come to this conclusion, I think without them knowing that they're talking about the same thing, that it's taboo to speak at work about what's going on or whether you've had any. It's not really mental health issue, it's more a mind state, the depression and anxiety. So people are scared to speak about it. It can affect their job, it can affect getting a job, and it shouldn't be like that. Why should you go into a role being dishonest when you fill up the form? Shouldn't we just let people actually be honest so we can find solutions and way to communicate, rather than having someone in the company that ticks all the boxes ultimately, but down the line it's just going to lead to problems and maybe losing people, so they turn around on staff.
We were approached by the Drum to actually tackle this year's the Drum team, which the Dewey Day, which is on destigmatizing mental health. So we felt it's a really good cause for us to be on board to actually tackle this issue we have on mental health. As we all know, in Asian society, mental health is a very stigmatized and taboo topic to talk among our friends, our family members. So this is a very good platform to share about what mental health is all about, and hopefully the Drum can actually help us to tackle this situation.
I was very surprised to see that it is so widespread. There is 1 out of 10 people suffering or going to suffer or having suffered from mental health. It's pretty alarming, I think. I think the key here is to understand that it could happen to all of us, and if it's not us directly, it could be our brothers or sisters or parents or kids. Maybe one aspect of the solution is to make people feel involved in the outcome. So tackling mental health is actually concerning everyone.
As much as, the world like to say that health is about strength, it's about physical and all that. In my personal life, I realized that lots of that strength and that perseverance and that can-do attitude comes from a very strong mental ability. I mean, most of us don't differ in 2 legs, 2 hands, 24 hours in terms of ability, but the trick to greatness and just being good is really just that couple of inches between your ears. And that is why mental health is something that, is important. And that takes form of taking care of one another. I think that's a positive thing. And marketing is certainly a very important tool. And by hosting, by participating in the Drum Day, our guys can learn how that is done.
Actually, it's a very eye-opening session for me as well. Today, I witnessed creativity and marketing at its purest form. Today's session, I see that everybody goes beyond, our regular spreadsheet, Excel, and all that, and to come up with ideas that, with a single aim, trying to help these people. Let's say, whatever that we do today can actually make a difference, even better than when we woke up this morning. It really touches my heart, and I feel that, we are one step closer to removing this stigma. We can only help people who help themselves, right? So I hope that the campaign can empower them to step that one tiny step forward. If they can actually be open up, they don't have to do much, but to get their customers or the audiences to just step up one step forward, I think that we've actually reached a very big goal in what we need to do.